Orlando is the hottest short-term rental market in the entire country right now. But here's the part most investors never hear. High demand also means high competition. And if you don't set your property up right from day one, the market will chew you up. Stick around, because in a minute, I'm going to share the single mistake I see investors make that quietly kills their occupancy and how you can avoid it completely. And yes, it's straight out of my Smart Investors Playbook. You can grab it by scanning the QR code. I'm Sean McCormick, and on this channel, we break down how to buy smart, especially if you're looking at Orlando Airbnbs, Disney vacation rentals, or investment properties that generate real income instead of headaches. Today, I'm giving you the roadmap I use with clients who want predictable performance in a competitive market. If you're thinking about buying an Airbnb anywhere near Orlando, this might save you thousands. First up, you gotta start with the rules or lose everything. Here's where most investors mess up. They get excited, hop on Airbnb, see other listings in a neighborhood and think, oh cool, it must be legal here. Absolutely not. Just because you see an Airbnb on the map does not mean it's actually allowed. Plenty of people list illegally and hope no one notices. So your first step before photos, decor, or dreaming up themed bunk beds is this. Check zoning, check HOA rules, check city plus county regulations. Most residential areas around Orlando do not allow short-term rentals. Places like Celebration, strict. Winter Park, very strict. Most of Orlando proper, no go. But there are areas purpose-built for STRs. Kissimmee, Lake Buena Vista, parts of Clermont, St. Cloud, and the Resort Corridor. Inside the Smart Investors Playbook, I break down the zones that historically perform the best and the rules that trip up new investors the most. So grab that if you want the full breakdown. Second, let's talk how amenities equals bookings. Essentially, this is why people choose you. When families come to Orlando, they're not just paying for a bed, they're paying for an experience. And the properties that stay fully booked almost always share one thing: resort-level amenities, lazy rivers, restaurants, golf, arcades, pickleball, tennis, security. If you have these, the listing basically markets itself. If you don't, then you need to overcompensate with themed rooms, entertainment spaces, or in-home amenities that fill the gap. And that brings us to the fun stuff. All right, thirdly, let's have a chat on how to stand out, because this is where the money is. I'll say something a lot of agents won't. Families don't come to Orlando for a neutral, tasteful guest room. They come for magic. So themed rooms, massive win. Slides in kids' bedrooms, bookings skyrocket. Double-sized bunk beds, parents love you. Game rooms with arcade machines, endless entertainment. Private pool, huge advantage. In-home movie theater, massive differentiator, especially in the luxury tier. Which leads us to our fourth part, the layout strategy. We're talking king beds and smart sizing. Want to instantly increase appeal? Put king beds in every room you possibly can. Traveling adults don't want to fight for the nice bed. The more equal the bedrooms feel, the better your reviews, and the more likely you'll land multifamily bookings. Also consider this: if every home in the neighborhood is a 6-bedroom, maybe your advantage is being the 8-bedroom that can host a family reunion, or the 10-bedroom with a theater and arcade. Sometimes your unique selling point is simply your bedroom count. Next up, the number one thing that separates failing Airbnbs from winning ones. I promised I'd tell you the biggest mistake investors make. Here it is. They hire the wrong property manager. Or worse, they skip having one at all. You want a manager who specializes in your community, uses dynamic pricing daily, not yearly, lists on Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, and private channels, understands peak season strategy, knows how to optimize for international travel. Your pricing should shift constantly, just like airlines, just like hotels. All right, our sixth point is one that I really want you to listen to. It's all about HOAs. Now. Don't turn the video off or start throwing tomatoes at your screen. HOAs are a good thing down here for Orlando Airbnbs, I promise. They're not like the rest of the country. People love to bash HOAs until they realize cable included, internet included, security included, landscaping included, pools, gyms, trash, pest control, you guessed it, included. Sometimes a high HOA is actually saving you money. And here's the last big point. Choose communities with flexibility. If the short-term market softens, you want the option to pivot to long-term rental or a second home. Not all communities allow that. Know the rules before you buy. If you want to invest smart and avoid the expensive mistakes, I put everything for Orlando Airbnb investors into one place that I've been talking about all video. It's my Smart Investors Playbook. You gotta have it. I wrote it to be your guide to all of this. Legal zones, best communities, property types, amenities that boost occupancy, managers who actually deliver, pricing strategy, and how to build an investment that performs in 2026 and beyond. Link is below, or just scan the QR code on the screen. And if today's breakdown helped you, subscribe. We're about to release weekly episodes on smart Airbnb investing. You really won't want to miss that. Thanks for joining today. And as always, this information is on the house.